Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and good afternoon. You're all very welcome to the 12 Bongs with Ray Dolan at 12 in association with Ballinanacree Farmers Market. We bring you the show today with the 12 Bongs. So we'll start off with 12 Bongs. Bong, 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 bong. And we have Mary on board as well, and she is going to give us 4 bongs, Mary.
Bong.
One
bong, bong, bong.
Fantastic. There you are. And that's Mary from Ballinanacree. I was going to say a festival, but there's a market on every month. And we're going to be chatting about that in a few minutes. So, we still have 4 more to do. Bong, 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 bong. And that's the 4. Yes, indeed. It is 12 o'clock and it is a magnificent day here in Mullingar. As you can see from the skylight, the sun is out there. Could rain, it could snow, it could do anything. But at the moment, it is absolutely fantastic. So, starting off our show with the 12 bongs, and then we continue with the birthday shout-outs. And we have our good friend Margaret Halpin Cook is looking in from, where is she? Virginia. Happy birthday to you, Margaret. And we have Dinah, who is looking in from Dublin, and it's your birthday, Dinah. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dinah. Happy birthday to you. And that comes in. Vincent sent that down the line to us. Okay, and all the family is right. All your mother and father and everyone all around the world who loves you. Jerry Cahill is there in Mullingar, and he's from Mullingar but now living in Dublin. Wishing you a happy birthday, Gary, I beg your pardon. And Connor McKenna, who is in Mullingar, wishing you a happy birthday. And Bridie Reid, who is in Mullingar, it's your birthday. We have Michael Blake, and he is in Galway, wishing you a happy birthday. And Margaret Sheeran, who is in Manchester, wishing you a happy birthday too. We have Anne Higgins in Kildare. She is having a birthday, so big shout out to you, Anne. Looking forward to seeing you when we get back on the road. We have Nicky Keely, and he is in Carlow, wishing you a happy birthday too. And Margaret Atkinson, and she is in Whitegate in Cork, wishing you a happy birthday from us all here on the 12 Bongs show. We have Melissa Boyland, and she is in Pennsylvania. Wow, that's a long way. I think Pennsylvania is that way. And who else do we have? We have Ian McLean, originally from Omagh but living in RD, wishing you a happy birthday, Ian. And Alan Fitzpatrick from RD, it's your birthday, and it comes in from Melissa and Aaron and Mia, saying they all love you and have a super birthday. We have, what else have we got here? We've Dee Tennehy, and she is from the RD direction as well, and she wishes her daughter Yvonne Dowd a happy birthday, and she is married to Stephen. So wishing you, it's not a happy birthday, it's a wedding anniversary. And James Carthy Mackin, and was it James? Oh, that's James and Kathy. And they're up in Portadown, wishing you both a happy anniversary. And our food shout out competition winner today goes to the Park Hotel, and they are open for business, and they have some lovely goodies up there in their terrace cafe. Who else have we got? We got our Facebook recommendation. And this is Anna Kavanagh, who does an absolute fantastic job on telling us what's going on in the country. So check her out on her Facebook, and she does an absolute fantastic job. So if you'd like to contact us, ladies and gentlemen, and chat to us on the bus, PM us if you'd like to tell us your story, or if you would like to promote your business, send us a PM and we'll get back to you. Don't forget, on Friday, it's the Downs GAA, and they have the lotto is on a Monday, but the bingo is on a Friday, and that starts at 8:30. So if you want to contact them, give them a buzz, organise your book. If you haven't got a book, you can get a book. If you have a printer, print it down, and that's how you can play bingo in the Downs, no matter where you are in the world. So go to their Facebook page and find out what's going on in the Downs GAA, and probably win yourself a couple of grand. Donald Duck Divine Tractor Run. It's on in Tullinally Castle on the 6th. And that is the 6th of June, which is on the way very, very quick. And not forgetting all our friends in Raharney United AFC, and they are back in action. So if you want to get out and start kicking that ball, head to Raharney United AFC. And a big shout out to you guys. Thanks for being on board. Okay, so we have our special guest from Ballinanacree Farmers Market. And Mary is her name, Mary Clarke, and she is the treasurer. And she injects the energy into the place as well. So, Mary, how is it going?
Oh, it's good, Ray. Thank you.
Great to have you on board, Mary. And I see you're even wearing, you have a bus on your T-shirt.
It's my boogie bus.
Your boogie.
I'm getting ready for Party Central when we're all allowed. So I'm sorted. What do you think?
It's a fantastic, great T-shirt.
Might not be as good as this bus, but it's second best, hey?
And look, it's fantastic, and we're delighted that you have brought your bus along on our bus.
Yes.
Tell us, Ballinanacree Farmers Market is on the 5th of June. You're involved with it. You're a treasurer. What exactly does the Ballinanacree market? When is it? What does it do, and where is it? That's probably the best question.
Yeah, where is it? Okay, so Ballinanacree is North Meath, so we are 30 minutes from Mullingar. So it is A82 XR12 to pop into your phones, but it's a lovely little space. It's not that far from Castlepollard, to be honest. It's about 15 minutes, and it is beside the most beautiful forest called Mullameen. So it is a place that's just like Mullingar. It's full of history, heritage, and it's a very nice, peaceful place. And in the centre, we have a community centre building, and that's where we have our farmers market. So
is that up on the hill where they do all the running?
That is beside the St. Bridget's Athletic Club and St. Bridget's GFC. So we have a lot of connections with St. Bridget. So yeah, it's special. Yeah, it is nice.
A lot of things go on because there's a good few businesses up there in that small village hiding in there as well. Because who else is it? Is it the
Briardy's bedding?
Yeah.
So we make good mattresses as well, and no, it is a very small space but very vibrant. So that's why the energy is so good.
How many people then would live around that area? I mean, it's a big job to get involved in a market now. When did you get involved yourself?
I'm in the Community Association about 13 years, but I'm one of 6, so I just want to give a big shout out to Tommy Chute, our chairman, to our assistant chair, Tom Hennessy, to our lovely secretary, Bridget Heary, and to Rita Briardy and to Frank Smith. Look, I'm one of 6. We're a vibrant little group, and it started in 1984, so I haven't been there since then. But we do projects all the time, so it's a group that invests money back into our community. So we're a non-profit. So the market was born, I suppose, 2020. Because we had no money and we needed an income. So I've been talking to a lot of good people in Westmeath. So hello to Pat Dempsey in Collinstown Farmers Market, because Pat, you're the man. Ray's the man, but you're the second man, because he's been very helpful, as well as Clonmellon Farmers Market. They've been very helpful. So we just look, farmers markets are everywhere, and I just say to everybody, come to farmers markets. It's full of health, full of well-being. Meet the maker, greet the grower, and yeah, come to Ballinanacree on the 5th of June and watch me run round flapping my wings.
So what type of organisation would you be involved in, and how do you organise a farmers market? Do you just ring them up and say, lads, come on down, and there's 3 spaces left or whatever? Is it full? Is there space for more people to join you?
I spoke to Pat and I spoke to Paula in Clonmellon, because I don't know anything about farmers markets, but I like food. I like food a lot, actually. So yes, so I learned to talk to people who've already started. So I spoke to Pat and spoke to Paula. What you do is they sent people to us, so they sent out the call. But the one thing, which was something I didn't realise, is you have to have insurance.
Oh yeah,
so,
it's killer.
Our insurance is with Mast.
Yeah.
And we actually couldn't afford to pay that amount of money. We were pretty low in funds. So thank you to BD Floods and AgriFab in our community, because they sponsored our insurance, and that was a huge weight off our shoulders. So the insurance ticked box. So there's different levels of insurance. We took out insurance for 30 stalls. So most months we have 30 stalls.
Wow.
Now during the lockdown and the last lockdown, we could only, well, not could only, but have just food. And so we've predominantly had 25 stalls full of artisan food producers from Westmeath, from Meath, from Cavan, from Louth, from all over. So they travelled and they came and they brought their produce, and yeah, it's a hit. People love it, and now we can have our crafters on the 5th of June. So we're going to have the artisan producers and our artists. So I just want to give a big shout out to all the producers and all the artists who've come to us all since Christmas. And
So-
thank you so much.
Artists, like what sort of artists are you? Lads painting or lads that do wood? Or
Well, we do have one of my neighbours, and I just want to give a shout out to Karen Tanner, because she is my neighbour, and her son Max Mason, because Max provides the music behind the scenes. We're
Good
not
singer,
allowed
yeah.
to have live, we're allowed to have live, but just not where people can congregate. So he's been behind the scenes. So thank you, Max. And he's been telling us all we're still standing, and we are. And then Karen, his mum, is an artist. Well, she's took up art, and she is brilliant at it. But we've Bridget Walsh, who has been with us too, and Bridget is from Castlepollard. And I just want to give a big shout out to you, Bridget, because Bridget hasn't been well lately, and I want to wish her a speedy recovery and just tell her we're all thinking of her. So we hope to have her art represented in June. She might not be there herself.
she's a painter, is she?
She is an artist living in Castlepollard,
Oh, right.
and phenomenal. As is Ingrid Foran, who will be there selling her creations. So we have a lot of creative people from Westmeath with food and their art and their creativity. So definitely Westmeath is well represented in Ballinanacree.
The other question is, you've made a garden of some sort, is that right?
Yeah, I've dug it myself. Look at the muscles. No, I wish. A sensory garden. So yes, Ballinanacree Community Association is a non-profit group. So we invest back into our community. So not only have we installed safety measures with footpaths, we have also brought a beautiful sensory garden, which is part of our farmers market. So our hall is in the centre, our garden is to one side, and then all our stalls are around all of that. So it's very atmospheric, but a sensory garden is especially for people who have sensory needs. So there's therapy within our garden. So you can sit, you can get a cup of coffee or tea from Ben and Lily's. So hello, Ben. You can have a hot spud on a stick from James Hamilton, which is a novelty, and I love it. And the goal for Mary Clarke is to have a hot spud on a stick. I've always generally had a cold one. So I just want to say we do have a fantastic selection at our market.
And
we
you've
do
some-
have the sensory garden too.
You've some Disney characters up here as well, is that right?
Yeah, thank you, Ray. Yeah, we do. We have our special guests, and we are thrilled and excited to announce they are coming from Westmeath, Athlone, and they're travelling specially from Athlone to us, and it's Peppa Pig and her Paw Patrol pals, Marshall and Chase, and that's especially for all the families out there. So we hope you all come and visit and say hello.
Ideal, because going to a farmer's market and you have your children with you or your kids or whatever, they need to be entertained in some shape or form, or something to keep them occupied. Fair enough, you can go by all the stalls and that, but this, you sort of ruin they run out of things to do. So that's a great idea. In Collinstown Market they have a few swings and all that type of thing in the background as well, which I just have to come into my mind.
Yeah,
But
absolute.
look, once again, thank you very much for coming on board the bus. We really, really appreciate you making the effort to join us. And it says if anyone's out there and they want to come on board the bus to chat about what they do or what else is happening in their lives. Community is a huge, huge thing at the moment. It's a great opportunity for communities to expand and get much, much bigger in their own area, because I think we've learned to find out that we know our neighbours now, where before we were just too busy doing other things.
Yes, and coming together is a huge part of where we've been apart. So I would say to people, do support your local farmers market in Mullingar, in Collinstown, in Clonmellon, in Ballinanacree, and wherever they're situated, and come travel to the other farmers markets and say hello. Because it's good to support each other. So thank you, Ray.
Once again, what date is the farmers market on in Ballinanacree? Ballinanacree, yeah.
It is Saturday. It is Saturday 5th of June from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. outside our community centre in Ballinanacree, and that's A82 XR12, and we're going to be there, and the sun will be shining.
guaranteed. There we are. We can actually guarantee the weather in Ballinanacree on that weekend. So once again, Mary, thanks for being on board.
Thank you,
great to have you chatting to us here. So we'll just get back to have a quick chat with other people and just see who else have we got here. Friends are looking in from all over the place. So let me see who we've got. We've got Kevin looking in from Holland. Hello to you. And Geraldine Devine is looking in there. And Bridget Nielsen's looking in from England. And Therese is looking in from Eden Derry. And Kevin is there. Rebecca's looking in from Limerick. Karina Ball is looking in from Holland. There you are, Crean. This is one place you can come to when you come to Mullingar. Valentina's looking in from Bucharest. Great to know that you're with us once again. And Karen and Derek are looking in from Crewe. So this is another spot you can pick out, ladies and gentlemen, when you come home on your holidays to Ireland. Val is looking in from Scotland, and she's on board. And Sally's looking in from Derry. Hello to you, Sally. Noreen's looking in from Cork, saying hello to everyone. And Sally says, pouring down Derry. Well, we've got sun here, Sally. Agnes looking in over the ditch. Yes, Agnes is a great place to go. Check it out there on the 5th. We've loads to do on the 5th. Deirdre's looking in from Donegal. Kathleen and Mary Kate are on board as well. And Sandra Ayres looking in. She says, I tried to start a garden in Ireland. In Ireland, all that happened was swinging in the spade. Don't worry about that. We'll read that later. Thanks, Sandra Ayre. She's looking in from Australia. So once again, from myself and my special guest, Mary Clarke, good evening or good afternoon to you all. Bye for now.
Bye.